Welcome back to my channel, WireDogSec, back with another video for you guys. Today's video, we're going to check out this bounty hacker CTF room on TryHackMe. It says bounty hacker. You talked a big game about being the most elite hacker in the solar system. Prove it and claim your right to the status of elite bounty hacker. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the task here. I already have the target machine fired up, and my attack box is loading up right now. Task number 1, you are boasting on and on about your elite hacker skills in the bar, and a few bounty hunters decided they'd take you up on claims. Prove your status is worth more than just a few glasses at the bar. I sense bell peppers and beef in your future. Awesome. Deploy the machine, already did that. Find open ports machine. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna have to find a task list. What service can you brute force with the text file found? What is the user's password? Then user and root.txt was a standard with these CTFs. So let's go ahead and do our scanning to try to determine which ports are open on there. So I'm going to use Rust scan again. So you're going to type in Rust scan. All right, it's going to be a -A, and the target IP is going to be this here, 50.198 -- and then to launch our Nmap scanning, we're going to do this here, right? And then I believe that's it. So let's go ahead and launch this, see what it does. And it should pull back some results here relatively quickly because Rust scan is super quick when it comes to port scanning. Looks like 3 ports are open. Let's see here. Who wrote the task? Okay. So we're going to get to some kind of task list here, but let's wait till the scan finishes before we do anything. Also, I like to go ahead and check to see if there's like a web site that comes up or something on these IP addresses. A lot of times they're hosting some kind of website, so let's go ahead and try that. 50.198. And what do you know? And of course, this is a Cowboy Bebop reference. I mean, I love Cowboy Bebop. It's an awesome show. Big fan. Y'all should definitely check it out if you're into anime. All right, you go ahead and read all this stuff here. Um, Pause the video, go ahead and read that, and then come back here, and we'll go ahead and continue. So I'm gonna let this run. Actually, it looks like it just finished. Awesome. So we already know port 80 is open because you got to that website there on port 80. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of the scanning stuff. Port 22 is open, SSH of course. And it looks like port 21 is also open, and it is running FTP. Anonymous FTP at that. So we can go ahead and log in anonymously as FTP. So let's go ahead and do that and see what we can find out. All right, we're connected via FTP and anonymously, as you can see there, FTP to the target, then anonymous is going to be that username, and it connected automatically. Now, if you're unfamiliar with commands in here, you can hit that question mark, and I'll pull up a list of commands that you could use here. Let's go ahead and use ls to list out what's in here. It's got 2 files in here, 2 text documents, locks and tasks. Okay, let's see if we can go ahead and grab those. And how we're going to do that, let's see here. Maybe this get command here, mget. Let's try that, mget. And let's try this right here. Maybe we can nap all of them in one go. Sure. Okay. I guess it's done. So let's go ahead and check and see if I was able to do that. So let's exit out of here. Clear all this out. ls, and there we go. Awesome. Okay, who wrote task list? And then it wants us to find out a couple other things about it. So let's go ahead and cat task. Let's try this. It says protect Vicious, plan for red eye pickup on the moon. Hey, that's actually an episode, this red eye thing here. Anyway, looks like Lynn wrote it, so let's go ahead and type that in. That's the answer. Yep. What service can you brute force with the text file found? And since we found out earlier that SSH was the only other service running on here besides HTTP and of course FTP, we're gonna try that. Let's see, SSH. Awesome. What's the user's password? So looks like we're gonna have to combine some of these files in here. Let's see here. Yeah, looks like a bunch of freaking passwords or something. So it looks like we have to use this file with, I guess, Lin, and then try to determine which password is correct. And we can do that with a tool called Hydra to quickly brute force this stuff. So let's go ahead and clear this out and then try out Hydra. All right, let's go ahead and get into Hydra here. And if you're unfamiliar with Hydra, you can look at the help section or manual section of it. It'll tell you how to use it and such. I just typed in Hydra and then it brought up a bunch of stuff on how to use it. And this one's going to be basic, so we're going to basically mimic this example here. Hydra -L for login is going to be len, and the -P is for the password file, which is going to be logs.txt, and then SSH into that box. Let's try that and see if it works. And it looks like the password's that Red Dragon Syndicate right there. So let's go ahead and get that in there as that answer there. And then we're going to log in with this information here shortly. Log that in. Awesome. Now it wants us to find a user and a root.txt. So let's go ahead and log in with SSH into that box. Okay, now I'm SSH'd into this box. All I did was SSH, then len, which is the user at that target IP address, to log in as it, and hit yes for the certificate stuff it asked up here, and then typed in that password that we found earlier using that brute force attack with Hydra. Now I'm logged in, and you can do who am I, stuff like that if I can spell correctly. Who am I? And you can do a sudo L to see permissions information. All right, so go ahead and paste that in there again. As bin tar, so maybe, okay, looks like we'll have to exploit this bin tar thing since root is running as that. And let's go ahead and try that. First, let's find this user.txt. So let's see here. Awesome, it's right there in the same directory. Makes things easier. And there's the answer for that one. So let's go ahead and copy that into that box there to get that answer. Well, let's find this root.txt. Obviously, in order to get this root flag, we'll have to be running as root. So we need escalator privileges. And we saw something that we could use earlier. If you do the sudo L -L, it says that this bin tar is running as root. Luckily, we can exploit that. If you go to GTFObins and you go to this sudo one here and just use this command, and it should be able to give us root privileges. So let's go ahead and do that. Paste it in there. Awesome, did its thing. And let's do ID. Okay, that's not. All right, who I'm root. Awesome. So let's do ls and let's try to find this file. It's probably in like a root directory or something like that. So let's just maybe we can do cat and then root and then maybe root.txt. Awesome. And there's the last one. I'm sure there's easier way to whoops, I don't need to do that. Easier way to get this or find this flag in here. Great. Okay, well that's the end of it. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and then hit the comment section on your thoughts and opinions. Have you done this room before? Have you done a similar CTF? Do you enjoy CTFs? And as always, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.